Hey, how's it going, guys? So in today's video I'm just gonna show you guys the deck that I was using that got me top 8 at the League Cup in Hesperia. The previous video to this one is the first place video, the deck profile on the first place video that won the League Cup in Hesperia. So yeah, for those of you that don't know, I was using Gardevoir. It's kind of like, it's a mixture between the Sylveon GX build and the Broken Board build. So yeah, so it's kind of like a hybrid. It's a little bit of the best of both of them into one deck. So that's what I'm running right now, and it's the build that I was using at Hesperia, and it's what got me first place, or not first place, 8th place. But yeah, so with that said, guys, let's get into the deck profile. Alright guys, so for the Pokemon lineup, I do run 3 routes of the Psychic ones. The reason for this is because Buzzwole, Lycanroc, well actually Lycanroc isn't weak against Psychic, but Buzzwole and also Gallade are weak against Psychic, so you're hitting Smack for 20 times weakness, you're hitting Gallades for 40, you're hitting Buzzwoles for 40, even up to 100 damage if it has a choice band, because you do apply the 50 times 2, so it's 100 damage. So that's why I run these. I don't do half and half. Some people are doing half and half because they don't want to get hit for Psychic weakness. But in all reality, like if these are gonna die, they're gonna die regardless. It doesn't matter if weakness is being applied or not. So yeah.
Call from 81833.
2 Curlias. The reason why we only run 2 is because it is running 4 rare candies. So the rare candies make up for the space, but you also run 2 because the evolution decks are running around and they are kind of a threat. Run 3 Gardevoirs and 2 Gallades. So the reason for the up in Gallades is because Zoroark is a thing. This helps out so much for the Zoroark matchup. I just changed this recently. This isn't officially what I was running at Hesperia. The only thing different that I was running is I was only running 1 Gallade, and I added the second one because I did notice there is a lot of Zoroark running around, so it's the second Gallade does help against that. But I was running Vulpix, so for those of you that want to run the Vulpix, there's your spot. But if you don't want to run the Vulpix and you know that Zoroark is more of an issue, you run a second Gallade for that. And of course the 3 Gardevoirs for the secret spring ability that lets you add an energy, a psychic energy from your hand to any of your Pokemon. So these are very useful. 4 too clunky, 3 perfect, 2 not enough. So yeah, I think this is the optimized version that you should be running. A 1-1 split of Eevee and Sylveon. The reason why is because Plead GX is very, very good. It helps when your opponent has set up big things with lots of energy. You can punish them for that by Plead GXing those Pokemon back into their hand, and then the next turn hitting them with an N. Those are usually the combos that hurt your opponent the most, and that's what you're trying to do when you're trying to hit off Plead GX. For your draw support or your search, you have 3 Tapu Leles. Before I used to run 2 Leles, and I noticed that it was an issue because you wouldn't be able to hit your supporters, so you really needed that extra Lele for that supporter search. So 3, I think it's the perfect amount. So yeah. And then a 1-1 split of Remoraid and Octillery. The reason why we're running the Remoraid and Octillery is because it's the best draw support in the format. Oranguru does have that double purpose of being able to attach energies and attack with it, but we feel that being able to draw up to 5 cards is better than being able to draw 3 and attack. Most of the time you're never attacking with your Oranguru anyways, so yeah, the 2 retreat cost is kind of heavy, but a DCE attached to it gets that out of the active if it gets stuck up there. So yeah. Alright, so the supporter lineup, it's running 3 Sycamores and 3 Ends for our draw support. I get a lot of questions about this when I talk to people about the deck. They feel that 3 is not consistent enough. But in all reality, you don't need more than 3. You're only going to use 2 of them. You're going to bring them back with Twilight if you need them, but you usually don't bring them back with Twilight. Same thing with Ends, you don't bring them back with Twilight. You're using your Twilight GX to bring back other key components of the deck, which we'll talk about once I get into them. So yeah, so I honestly feel like 3 is just enough. I will talk about the Sycamores. There are times early game that you have Sycamore and you have important pieces to your deck, like you have Max Potions, Field Blowers, Parallel City, all this stuff. And instead of discarding it, you're like, and you have like 1/1, and you're like, oh, I should end instead of discarding them, which is bad. That is very, very bad. You guys need to get over your commitment issues. That's the only way I can pretty much say it. Just discard them. Don't worry about them. You have Twilight GX. You're gonna bring them back. You don't need your good cards, okay? Like, they're gonna come back. So just don't be afraid to Sycamore when you need to. That's what I've learned over the years, and that's what has helped me to be a better Pokemon player. But yeah, 3 Guzmas. I feel that 3 Guzmas is essential for this deck. You want to be able to pull up things or move stuff around, and this is the best way of doing it. Combined with the 3 Laylas that we are running already, it is perfect. Next we have a Skyla and a Bridget. The Bridget, you always only use it turn 1. Every once in a while you'll use it late game if you already are set up, but for the most part you want to Lele Bridget turn 1. Skyla, you want a Skyla for mostly things that you need. If you need a Parallel City to slow down your opponent's Zoroarks from hitting you with more damage, you Skyla for Parallel. You Skyla for Ultra Ball. Ultra Ball to get an auxiliary, and then discard 2 cards from your hand. More than likely at this point you should have 1 to 2 cards left after you search, and then draw 3 cards from the auxiliary. Or get a rare candy so you can evolve. So these are some of the key things that you want to get with Skyla. Next, Acerola. Acerola, I really wish I could run a second one, but in reality you don't really need the second one because you're running Max Potions. So this is what we call a defensive item. You use it when one of your Gardevoirs is like about to get 2-shotted, or you know that it's in a position where it's gonna be crucial for you to retrieve it. So you usually, if you have, here, give you an example. If you have a Gardevoir up and you have a Curly on the bench, and let's say you have an energy in hand, you use Spring, attach, and then you Acerola. So you bring this up, and then you move the Curly up. You evolve that Curlia into Gardevoir, and then you use the energy that you had in your hand, Spring, and attach, boom, and you're set. You recovered the Gardevoir that was about to get knocked out, and you set up another one that's ready to attack. So yeah, that's the best way of using the Acerola. Next and last of the support line is Fisherman. The reason why we run Fisherman is because late in the game you have this issue where you don't have enough energies in your hand, and I feel that Fisherman is perfect for your Secret Spring ability. The deck is also running Super Rod and Rescue Stretcher, which the Super Rod lets you get back energies, but they're more useful in your hand than they are on the bench. So yeah, so that's the reason why we run the Fisherman. Now, for stadiums, it does run double Parallel City. I see that 2 Parallel Cities is so good right now, especially with so much Zoroark running around. It's so good to have 2 Parallel Cities. It slows down your opponent. It restricts them from playing Pokemon. If they don't have a stadium of their own in their deck, they have to waste a Field Blower on it. So it's very, very good. 2 Choice Bands just to hit those numbers. It's also considered, if you think about it, an extra energy. It's doing an extra 30 damage to GXs and EXs. It's like having Fairy Energy on one of your Gardevoirs. 4 Ultra Balls, plain and simple for your search and for your combo ability. So you want to run 4 of them so you can get like your Gardevoirs, your Gallades, your Auxiliaries, or to set up your board however you want. Also for Lele, for turn 1 Lele, you want to have an Ultra Ball Lele, and then go Bridget and Shenanigans. For rare candies, you already know. If you're playing this deck, you should be running 4. Any less than that, you're risking the chance of you being stuck, and that affects the consistency a lot, and that's not something we want to do with this deck. So you want to run 4. Now, here's where it gets interesting. Only 3 max potion. Now here's my reasoning for it, and here's where the video might draw out a little bit longer, but I'm gonna try to keep it as short as possible. People are running 4, which I think that's too much. There's never an instance where you need 4 of them. You usually end up getting 2 of them in your hand, and they're just stuck there early game. So, and lots of people, they think these are golden. So instead of discarding their hand with a Sycamore, they'll hold on to these to try to pull an N, and then later on they'll end and they'll get them back into their hand, and then they'll be stuck and they'll regret it. These are good late game, not early game. So if you're using more than 3, it's bad. I feel it's bad, and I feel that 3 is the correct number, because think about it. So you're running 3, you're only going to use about 2 like before you Twilight GX. So you're going to use 2, then you Twilight GX, you get these 2 back, and you have the one in your hand or the one that's sitting in your deck. So technically you have a total of 5, maybe up to 6 if you use all 6, or if you discard all 3 early in the game. So yeah, so you have a total of 6. Okay, that's how I look at it, and that's how you guys should be looking at it too. Last but not least, one Field Blower, 1 Super Rod, 1 Rescue Stretcher. The Super Rod, so you can get back energies, Pokemon back into your deck, and then just not getting decked out. This helps out a lot. Same thing with this, not getting decked out. Usually with Rescue Stretcher, you want to get like you want to throw away a Glade early, or a Gardevoir early. Like don't worry about it. You have 2 and 3 of them, throw them away with Ultra Ball. So then your Rescue Stretcher becomes more active. You can get it back with Rescue Stretcher, get it to your hand, and evolve right away. And the Field Blower for Gardevoir, which honestly Gardevoir doesn't hurt this deck as much as it should. I haven't had a problem with it yet. There's been matches that I played where Gardevoir's up and running, and I haven't been able to use my abilities, and I still went out. But yeah, I just keep poking, and then either they'll mess up, or I'll Guzma at the right time, and I'll punish them for ability locking me. Yeah. Now, it runs 4 DCs because you want to hit optimal numbers, big numbers, okay? And you want it to be consistent, and you want your Gallades to be active, and you want to have a way to retreat with Remoraid, okay? So that's what you run 4. It only runs 7. That's it. It doesn't run 8. Some people are running 9, which I'm like, why? Guys, stop. You don't need that many energies. If you're playing smart with your energies, you don't need more than 7. 7 is the perfect number, I think, because it's lucky. No, I'm just kidding. I think 7 is the best number to run with these energies. So yeah. So yeah, there you guys have it. That's the deck profile or deck list right there. All right, guys. So that was the Sylveon Gardevoir list. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It was what won me, what got me top 8 at the League Cup. People are asking me for the list, and I just wanted to put the list out there so then people that are going to Memphis this weekend have another version of Gardevoir to build, just in case you guys need it, you know. So yeah. Before I end this video, I want to say thanks to everyone that's watching. The channel is growing at a really nice rate, and you guys are watching the videos that I put out. So all the newer videos are getting like 50 to 60 views each, which is great. Out of 340 of you, or 320 of you, sorry. That's great. Those are good numbers compared to like other videos that were getting like 20 views, 10 views, you know. So we're doing good, and I'm very happy where the channel is going. I'm very happy where the channel is at the moment. I'm putting in more work for the channel, as much work as I can, and I see that you guys are enjoying it because you're still watching and you're still commenting, liking the videos, which is awesome. I just want to say good luck to everyone that's going to Memphis. Unfortunately, I will not be able to be there because I am short on funds. And things have gotten a little hectic in my life that I won't have funds for a while. I had planned to go to Dallas, and some things happened that I won't be able to go to Dallas. But some people have suggested to me that I should start a GoFundMe. I'm not big on doing stuff like that because I don't know how to do it, so I'm gonna research it. But I'll probably do a video about it tomorrow. I'm gonna do my research tonight and see how it works. But yeah, so if you guys want to see me go to Dallas, and I'm gonna go and I'm gonna compete, like that's my thing. And of course, I'm gonna give you guys footage, kind of like when I go to San Jose, when I went to London. I'll record the trip, do a blog just like every other time, and have that for you guys. And I know you guys are enjoying those, so that's kind of another reason why I want to do the GoFundMe, because even though you guys aren't able to go to Dallas, I'll be able to go to Dallas in your place and show you guys what it's about, you know, and tell you guys play by play like how my day went, and give you guys some feedback on what were the top decks, and more than likely get some interviews. So if you guys are interested in that, stay tuned to the channel. I'll have something by tomorrow set up, and hopefully we can get me to Dallas. As much as I would like to pay for it and go, I can't. And it kind of sucks that I'm not able to fund my own trip. It's actually a first that I'm not able to fund my own trip. But yeah, but it's just because things are getting hectic in my personal life. But I'm still trying to like commit to the channel and get you guys as much footage as I can. But yeah, anyways, with that said, guys, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already. Make sure to share the video if anybody's interested in what got top 8 at the League Cup, or they're just interested in a different version of Gardevoir Sylveon. With that said, guys, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.